Hi guys, Ramon Goose from The Guitar Show. I'm here with my very good friend Brian. Brian is somebody I've come to for many years in fact, and he is a real guru of tone and amps and guitars. He's taught me a hell of a lot, and he's going to give us some wisdom today about harmonic tremolos or vibratos, whatever they're called. We're going to find out everything. So, hi Brian.
Hi Ramon.
How's it going?
It's great. Yeah. So this is what I've been waiting for. We love harmonic trems.
We love harmonic. So what is the difference, first of all, between a harmonic trem and a vibrato?
Okay. So quick history is there's three generic types of Fender tremolo. The early Tweed ones were biased tremolos. They varied the voltage on the tubes, caused a very swampy type tremolo, a bit harsh on the tubes. The later stages in the black-faced ones were optical ones, much more choppy, like a deluxe reverb. And then in between, for a very short period, there were the harmonic trems. They appeared in maybe 5 or 6 different models of amp. Two types of harmonic trem, one that used 2 tubes for 4 stages, and one that used, the later version that used 5 stages with 3 tubes. No one quite sure why they added the extra one, but it's generally perceived to be an even better sounding circuit. So vibrato versus tremolo then. So tremolo is where the volume goes up and down, vibrato is where the pitch goes up and down. The harmonic trem is a pure tremolo that takes the volume up and down, but because it also filters the tone, so the treble goes up and the bass goes down on one half, and then the bass goes up and the treble comes down, you get phase cancellation. And it causes vibrato, it causes pitch shifting as well. So harmonic trem gives you volume tremolo, it gives you frequency shifting, it gives you phase, and it gives you vibrato. It's like a party between a phaser, a univibe, an ordinary trem. They all got together and had a pre-COVID bash.
Right, okay, so we're just going to go through the equipment that we're using. I'm using our ESP Navigator Tele. I'm going through a secret 15-inch vintage speaker. We're not going to tell you because everyone will buy one off eBay. We're going to go, this is the Reverberammo, the first thing we're going to use, which is the harmonic trem by Victoria amps, and it's based off of a real circuit, right? Yeah,
it's the combination of the reverb and the harmonic trem put into a box.
And then we've got a Filmosound, we've got an EL84 Filmosound here, projector amp, and it's in this beautiful wooden cabinet. Who made that cabinet, Brian?
So this is from Brandon at B Custom Cabs in the States. Worth a shout out, fabulous guy to work with. We exchanged dozens of emails choosing woods and sizes and finishes and dimensions, and what we got back is this glorious cabinet. So glorious that I had to put a cloth on it to keep it pristine in these pre-gigging days.
Right, so by the way, this is mine, guys. This is my Reverberammo. We're going through Brian's projector amp, but I'm going to give you the clean sound first. Bear in mind, it's got a spring reverb from the Reverberammo that we're going to go through for the entire video. Apologies for not having a microphone, but you know, sorry about that, guys. My clean sound. So let's put the Reverberammo on first. Okay, so how would you describe that sound?
So in the room, it's lush, it's spacious, it's watery, it's phasey. It makes the dry tone just sound flat in comparison, and try not to be tempted to think of it as an effect. It is an effect you could use all the time and have always on.
Yeah, I mean, so I like it, Brian, as a kind of a percussive thing. If I'm doing something like. Okay, right. So let's have a look at a pedal that has tried to replicate, all the circuit, the original circuit, right?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so in the world of pedals, there's probably at least 20 solid-state pedals that try to do harmonic trem. The more recent and more popular ones include the Walrus Monument, the Supro one, where they all vary in sound. Some of them combine preamps with them, which means that your tone changes as well, which can be an okay thing, but if you just want to add the effect to your bass tone, not so useful. So the Supro comes to mind there. It sounds more like an old Supro amp through a clean device. The newest kid on the block, coming out in January from Jam Pedals in Greece, is the Harmonious Monk, as seen on that pedal show. We've got one of those here to compare.
So let's try it out, Brian, yeah?
Yeah.
So this is clean first. Nothing on. And we're going to put it on. And let's try that kind of percussive riff. What's your verdict on that?
Well, what we're hearing in the room is something with very little phase cancellation, so there isn't any of the wateriness or swirling effect that you get with the valves. So it's like the difference between something that has the pure tremolo throb and something that has the univibe type, engaging characteristics. It's actually night and day. In the room.
I mean, for me, it's not this. It's nothing like this.
No.
To my ears.
Which is, I guess, one of the reasons we wanted to record this was to say, how close can you get with the pedal? Because if you can get to within 80-90%, well then that's a lot more convenient, a lot more affordable.
Yeah, this is quite expensive. So if you've got a pedal that can replicate it,
yeah, this gets to within 20%.
20%. Okay, but let's try another pedal. Have you got another pedal that can get close, Brian?
So this shouldn't be getting close because it's not a harmonic trem. It's just a standard solid state optical trem from Spaceman. But if we compare it.
It's got more throbbing.
Yeah.
It's got that throbbing thing that the Jam pedal didn't get, hasn't it? Is that right?
We can get the throb out of the drum pedal, and we'll do that.
Okay.
But actually, what it's got though is slightly more musicality.
Yeah, it's kind of thicker. It's a thicker sound. Because one thing, guys, I don't know if this is coming across for me. Sorry to interrupt, Brian. This has got a thick sound, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Like a syrupy, thick sound.
Yeah. Yeah. So I need to jump in there. The Jam pedal's got EQ controls inside, and I have tweaked mine to make it neutral. So it's not that it's not thick, and it's not that it's not throbby. I mean, let's go back and listen to a throbby Jam pedal. This is a throbby Jam pedal. It can throb.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have the phase cancellation that gives it the watery sound. So it's almost like it's much closer to a standard tremolo.
Right.
Very, very functionally rich. It can do a standard tremolo as well, but
it doesn't have that watery.
Yeah.
It's like. Should we try a univibe? Have you got some kind of a univibe effect?
So what we got next is an Aqua Vibe. So this is the Aqua Vibe. What you're hearing there is not harmonic tremolo. The tremolo isn't happening, but you've got the watery thing and the phasey thing. If we flip to the vibrato and try again. So the reason that we went through those three is because not because any of them are trying to be harmonic trems necessarily, but because the Aqua Vibe gives you the watery, phasey thing, the Spaceman gives you the organic, enveloping throb of a tremolo,
right.
and the jam pedal gives you the replica circuit with the treble and bass going up and down alternatively. So all three are elements of the tone.
So let's go back to the Reverberammo.
Let's go back to the Reverberammo.
So this is the Reverberammo.
Now, at this point, this is an appeal to the audience out there. 5 valve stages, 5 tube stages going into a harmonic trem, but one of the pair are just creating an oscillator, an up and down. The other is just phase inverting it, and you can do all of that digitally. You can do all of it in solid state. So it should be possible to build a harmonic trem with just one tube, 112AX7, and it ought to sound identical. No one, to my knowledge, has ever had a go at doing it, but a couple of the project builders on some of the things talked about wanting to try it. I wish somebody would come out with one in that format, because there actually is no I mean, why did they use valves? Because that's all they had. They didn't have the devices, the JFETs, the MOSFETs to do.
So you're saying that somebody could come out now and do away with all this circuitry, this 50 circuitry, and come out with a very simple pedal, but just with one valve?
Yeah, I don't see why they can't maintain all of the audio path valve tube technology, but take away all the replaceable oscillation with some solid state stuff in a couple of components.
So to your mind, a pedal at the moment, Brian, cannot replicate this?
I haven't heard a pedal that gets close to that yet,
right.
But I think it should be doable.
Right. So guys, thanks a lot for checking out this video. This is Hang with Brian. Hopefully we can do some more of these videos where Brian's expert knowledge is needed. You know, I'm just a guitar player, do you know what I mean? And it's great to hang out with Brian, who can give us the technical details of all this stuff. Guys, this is the Reverberammo. Vibrato or harmonic trem? What do I call it?
It's a harmonic tremolo.
It's a harmonic tremolo, guys. I've been calling it, because the thing is that on the guitar show I've been saying vibrato all the time. People have been saying, no, it's not a vibrato. You know?
It's a tremolo that has phase. It has vibrato. It has pitch shift and phase changes.
I'm confused, guys. You know, for me, it's just a great effect.
Yeah, it's an amalgam. It's most accurately described as a tremolo, but it's doing so much more. Yeah,
and it's great. You know, I use it a lot. I'm tuned to E major tuning for slide. I haven't got a slide with me, but that's kind of how I use it. Really, I use it for writing a lot of songs, and it's just a great effect to have on all the time. Or you know,
and when it comes, you asked about pedals. We haven't found a pedal yet that gets that close. In terms of valve devices, you've got the Reverberammo, you've got the Reverberato, which is a bigger version with a valve tube-based rectification.
So there's an extra tube in there.
Milkman makes one. Weber makes a kit to build them.
And let's talk about the Weber kit just for 30 seconds.
And finally, Cock Amps for Greg Cock's amp put a harmonic trem in, and I'm sure there must be a few other repro amps.
And what about what was that great amplifier recently? Not a super amp. They had a really amazing harmonic trem in that one. You know those more modern amps? You know the ones I'm talking? It's like a Supro, Magnetone.
Magnetone. The Magnetone circuit is different.
Is it?
That's another subject.
Okay. Well, guys.
So you were saying about Weber?
Yeah. Oh yes. Tell me about Weber quickly.
Oh no, it's just that there's no secret sauce in the circuit, except for the fact that you need to get the EQ right, and so some of the circuits change the EQ detrimentally. Weber makes a kit for $540, which a few people have had. I'm not sure that it's it's tuned to the best EQ possible, and some of the components are standard rather than high end. But that's an affordable entry level to it.
That's $500, and
Yeah.
you have to solder it all together. But we've seen on Reverb, haven't we, kits that have already been put together.
Well, the thing is, people will pay $540 and then it will resell for $540 when it's made. So
I mean, I don't know how much these things are going. They're quite expensive, but you could get on Reverb an already made kit for $500.
yeah, these seem to retail at about $1,800, which is quite a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of investment. For me, it's worth it. I use it a lot for my gigging, when I was gigging and production. But for me personally, I just haven't heard a pedal that can get close.
No.
Is that the conclusion of this video?
Yeah, no, we've not come across a pedal that come close so far, and I've looked at a dozen.
Okay, guys, we've tried to keep this real honest. Sorry about the no microphone today, but you know that's life.
Well, it's my fault. We don't have microphones in the studio here.
So God bless, guys. Stay safe and see you soon. Take care.
Bye.
Bye from Brian. Bye.